What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Get Feathered. It's time for a Taurus New Love deep dive, and we're going to cover the next 3 months. These are timeless, and it does not matter where Taurus is at in your chart. If you feel like you resonate, cool. If not, don't claim it. Go on and watch something else. Watch your whole chart if you want to. Let's go ahead and make sure that the streaming is going well for you guys. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations of love, your requests for reads. You're absolutely amazing. I love when you come and hang out with me. I love your awesome and amazing comments afterwards. You replay rock stars. You're amazing to me. Thanks for checking out my description box. I've got some cool stuff down there for you. And we are streaming beautifully. So we're going to jump into the reading screen and get this party started. For those that don't know me, I have published 2 books in the last couple months. Oh, Please Be Your Own Hero. It's a manifesting survival guide. Links in the description. And my Amazon special. It's only on Amazon. It is The Art of Aloneness. So check those out. For those of you that are here watching, let's get into this reading. Fred is kind of doing it a little differently. We'll see what comes out. We're going to look at new love coming in for you, see what Fred has. And if you're here during the live, thumbs up. Come over here in the chat. And wherever, excuse me, getting situated here. Click the chat button down below and interact with me wherever that pops up on your device. Tell me where Taurus is at in your chart. Diana says, looking forward to reading your books. Aw, thanks, Diana. All right, before I get started, I got to get something to drink real quick. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming. Ooh, Taurus rising in Venus. All right. Hey, everybody in the shadows. Like, share, subscribe. I just need those thumbs up, so it lets me know that you like these readings. So these readings come around every 2 to 3 months, depending on how quickly I get out the deep dives. I try to do a deep dive every day. The collective is liking deep dives, I think. But the more thumbs up I get, lets me know that you want to keep seeing these. Okay. So, new love over the next 3 months. These are timeless. Next 3 months, new love. What you got, Fred, for Taurus? Taurus, doesn't matter where it's at in their chart. Taurus, new love. Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right, Taurus. So, in regards to new love, most of my Tauruses that need this message, you're going through, there is a new love coming in here. So we're going to have to find out where it's at. We're going to have to sift through it and find out where it's at. What Fred is doing here is this 1 month out, 2 months out, 3 months out. So, move this over. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. All right. I feel like the majority of my Taurus collective is not quite yet there. Why? We'll talk about that in just a second. So, for the Tauruses that I'm reading for, my collective, if you participate, if you click a button, if you watch my channel, anything, if you interact with my social media, my channels, anything like that, my content, I ask universe to read for the ones that need the messages most. Now, you're saying you want new love, but you're very guarded. Okay? You're very defensive, or you're very guarded. Okay, in regards to new love. So you're saying, I want new love, but you're very guarded. You've been through a lot. You're a very loving individual. Very loving. You have a beautiful heart. You've been working on self-love quite a bit. And I love that that's coming out in this reading. Okay. However, there is still some lessons in regards to self-love and in regards to your past that you're still trying to learn or overcome. Okay. And that's what's causing this guardedness or this protectedness. Okay. What comes out, y'all. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you were in a new love connection right now, you probably wouldn't be here. You'd be hanging out with your new lover, right? Yes, that's correct. You know it's correct. Okay? So let's go ahead and get ready for this dive on this. Okay? There's a lot of you that are over the next 30 days, you're coming into this energy already. Some of you may be crying, or you may have been crying, and your eyes are really, I'm feeling like, you know how you cry, you know what I'm talking about. You cry so much that your eyes are swollen and they're painful, and that's what I'm feeling here. Okay, so some of you Tauruses are still dealing with some unhealthy connections. I see here that over the next 30 days, you're in the process of healing after either a breakup, something did not work out. It was an unhealthy connection. Okay. There could have been a third party. It could have been a third party situation. I don't like saying that, but you're overcoming this. You are doing your healing from this. And, that's good that you're focusing on recovering after a breakup or a situation that was very toxic or unhealthy for you. Okay. Why is this here for the next 30 days? Okay, this may be something that you've already experienced, something you're going through now, or this could be upcoming. Okay. Tarot is timeless, but what's coming out is coming out. Okay. Somebody needs to hear it. In regards to this, what is this? Why is this here? Okay. Some of you are talking to a person who has been breadcrumbing you. Some of you, this was a new relationship or somebody you were talking to. Could have been an Aquarius, a Pisces. It looks like you were either talking to this person or you have been communicating with this person. It looks like whatever, how do I put this? You've learned this information, or you will be learning this information. I think most of you have already dealt with this. This is like past tense energy and you're still kind of overcoming it. So you may still be talking to this person, but regardless, this is a person who breadcrumbed you and may have ghosted you. You may be watching this person. You may be spying on this person. You may be getting information on their personal social media and stuff like that. Let's not even lie. Okay. Let's not even lie. A lot of you found out that this person was giving to multiple people and they were breadcrumbing you. Whatever. This is information that you heard or seen for yourself. Okay. And it's not easy. No, it is not. It is not easy. No, it is not. Somebody is saying, no, it is not. There's, feels like grandmother energy coming through. Like I get a grandmother energy coming through. Brown hair, brown eyes, brown hair, brown eyes, blue or brown. I can't really distinguish. Glasses, perhaps. Anyway, this is an energy that is coming. This person is just shaking their head. They're just shaking their head and just seconding my words. So I'm a medium, y'all. Whenever it happens, it happens. It comes through on this side, and it's like a itching of my ear or ringing of my ear. This side is Fred. Usually when Fred is tugging me to, or spirit guides touching me or tugging me to look at something. This was a toxic connection. It was an unhealthy dynamic. Somebody's grandmother is coming through. Dolores, Diana, Dolores. It starts with a D. I think it's Dolores. Dolores, Donna, Dolores. Dolores is what I got. So you sometimes in relationships we don't want to believe what our intuition is telling us. We second guess ourselves and we don't want to believe what happened. We don't want to look at it, or we don't want to believe it. Well, it's a way of protecting ourselves, but in all actuality, your intuition assisted you in finding out this information, or you knew it intuitively, or you were guided to this information in some way, shape, or form. But we don't want to believe what we hear or what we see, especially when we care about somebody or we want somebody. Some of y'all may be obsessed with a person and you may be watching them on social media or checking up on them or spying on them, stalking them, driving by their house and stuff. We do this shit too. I ain't saying it's okay. I ain't saying it's not okay. But when we are obsessed with somebody that broke our hearts or put us in a third party, you got something to learn here. You need to learn a lesson from this. Okay, it's not okay to be breadcrumbed. That's not a reciprocal relationship. Okay? That's not an equal give and take relationship. It's not a reciprocal relationship. You know, when somebody's breadcrumbing us or it's a one-sided situation, it's got to go. You work together as a team or you do not. And for some of you, you already gained this information and your intuition is trying to take you into a different direction. Okay. It looks like most of you are overcoming. But if you are obsessed with this person, let's be honest, if you're watching this person's social media or checking in on them and they've already put you in a third party, they've already lied to you, they broke your heart, whatever, there was toxicity here. There was unhealthy dynamic here. Whether or not that's an obsession, whether or not you're friends with benefits or you just have a sex-only relationship, I don't know what you got going on here. But what Fred is saying is, you know, you need to listen to your intuition and you probably just need to go quiet and just follow what your intuition is guiding you. Don't second guess yourself. Okay. See, again, Taurus, the universe is telling you you're not seeing something from a specific perspective that you need to see it from. Okay. Oh, well, look at that. Okay. Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius. There is an obsession here or a toxic connection here. Okay. Or there was, and you are not seeing it for what it truly is. The devil has come out twice. The heart is trying to heal, but you're still bound to this person or obsessed with this person. You just continue to hurt yourself when you do this. Why is this coming out in a new love reading? We can't have new love if you're still holding on to a toxic connection. Even if this is a person who is someone somewhat new, if they're already showing signs of breaking your heart and third party and all that they're not willing to date you or that they've turned you down or they've ghosted you or something, bye, Felicia. Move on to the next person. Don't hang on where you don't belong, you know? It's redirection. And that is what temperance is here for, is you need to be patient in regards to love. Don't be so hasty. Make sure that you're the one that's not got fears or your own toxic behaviors that you need to address. Because a lot of times, Taurus, what I'm seeing here is that you're holding on to someone or something pretty damn tightly and it's becoming a problem. You need to do some healing here. You need to balance your own emotions in regards to this, whether this is your own insecurities, your own limiting beliefs or deep fears, or your own toxic patterns. You got to work on something. Toxic patterns can also be obsession. All right. Yeah, universe is talking to us here. Okay. And you need to be patient while you're doing this healing, because some of you were dealing with somebody that was It was very toxic connection. You're doing your healing for most of you, but you're wanting something new, or you're wanting to communicate with somebody new, you're wanting a new relationship. And if you're still hanging on to something from the past and you haven't, quite let go of it, whether or not that's fears of what's going to happen, fears of the future, whatever, you're going to hold yourself back. Don't try and rush through your healing. Okay? Because we jump right out of one and we jump right into another. That's going to cause problems. All right? Because a lot of you, you're confused because you were either rejected, or you were put as an option, or you were passed over. You weren't the chosen one. Somebody didn't choose you, or somebody didn't want your love. They could have put you as an option, rejected you, and this confused you. This is what needs to be healed. This confusion and this rejection. Some of you, in regards to love, may have already done your healing as far as like letting this heartache go and letting that connection go. But it could just be the toxicity or the toxic pattern here is that you need to take more time to yourself and do some reflecting to see what your patterns are. But I feel like your patterns are, you may be confused in regards to love. You may have multiple choices within the next couple weeks, over the next month or so. But just don't be hasty. Be patient and get to know the people. Focus on enjoying the connections, enjoying get to know people. Don't be so hasty that you behave in an obsessive kind of manner. Also, kind of just pull your energy back and observe how people are connecting with you, how they're communicating with you, and how you interact with another person. You can tell a lot about somebody. Do not, thank you, universe. Thanks, Fred. Some of you do not overlook the red flags, because if you try and rush through getting to know somebody or rush into a connection, you will overlook red flags. And that's what will leave you feeling confused. You'll feel emotionally drained. You'll feel like you're being rejected. And you can get into a situation where you are an option, where somebody doesn't want the same things you do. So take your time. Okay? Continue to take your time to finish doing your healing. Review your patterns. Review your own fears in regards to relationship and your own patterning. So, especially if those of you are trying to rush into a relationship, or you've got several different options, take some time to just kind of pull your energy back and observe. Okay? Observe yourself and how you're behaving and others. And I feel like some of you are still kind of obsessed with somebody. You're confused on why they rejected you or why they put you as an option. Okay? That's what's coming up for the next couple days. The next couple weeks, excuse me. Capricorn and Sagittarius, Pisces. Pisces is pretty prominent. So is Capricorn. The devil came out twice. So make sure you're not the devil. And make sure you're paying attention to red flags. Okay? So for those of you that are dating multiple people, you're talking to different people. You could be talking to a couple different people, and you may not be telling the others or something like that. And it's just, you could be online dating and things like that. But just whatever. Okay? Observe how you are feeling, and the universe is really pushing this as, look at your patterns. Look at your own patterns and your own insecurities and fears, and be patient. Be patient. Get to know somebody slowly, okay? Don't be afraid of it. All right, Fred. All right, let's look at the next 2 months. We're going out 2 months now. You got a big decision to make in regards to love. What is this? Is this tied to that? Some of you could be dealing with somebody who is extremely stubborn. We're going to look at this. I think the love shows up within the next couple months. I'm seeing that there's potential for a couple different options, but I'm really looking at you needing to heal and balance after something has happened. You know, you're still not ready for a new relationship just yet. What is this? Excuse me. Some of you may have been dealing with somebody who was extremely stubborn. Some of you were dealing with somebody who was extremely stubborn. What is this here for? What is the Emperor reversed for? The Emperor reversed says that you're not withholding your boundaries. You're not standing your ground, and you're not holding strong boundaries. Some of you could be behaving overly. You could be overly controlling. You're not holding up strong boundaries, healthy boundaries. What is this? Okay. Okay. So it's boundaries. You need to have healthy boundaries. So what happens when Fred is really trying to teach you something here, Taurus? I didn't expect this for new love readings, but apparently most of my Tauruses that are looking for new love aren't quite yet ready for it. What Fred is saying is you're trying to control the dynamic. You're either being overly controlling, you lack self-esteem or self-assurance. You're not withholding or holding up your boundaries in a healthy manner. Okay. Even though you're saying that you're ready for benefit, you're ready for a new connection. What happens in your connections, from what I'm seeing, is you become overly guarded. The two options that happen here when your Emperor is in reverse is you become extremely guarded and protected. You kind of push people away, defensive and guarded. Or you go quiet and get sullen. You're saying it to me twice. When I open up to love and I want to be successful, but when I open up to love and I start to have success in love, I shut down. I close up. I go hermit. So it's like in regards to love relationships, you're telling me you get extremely defensive or guarded, kind of push people away, or you get into your emotions and it's hard for you to, like when you get into, it's like, what is comfortable for you? You're not comfortable in love. That's why the Temperance is out here saying you need to balance your emotions. Because it's like when you get into your emotions or when you start feeling your emotions, it kind of freaks you out. You either go quiet or you get sullen and you get quiet, and you get stagnant. So you either defend and push people away, or it gets stagnant and you go quiet. Okay. Well, this is what needs to be healed. All right, because your Emperor is not standing its ground. Your Emperor energy should be standing up for you, saying, I've got standards and I've got high boundaries and I've got healthy boundaries. Hey, everybody in the shadows, what's up? I'm Feather. Like, share, subscribe. If it makes sense to you, drop me a comment or say something over here in chat. This is, you're wanting to open up to love. You're wanting to express love. You're wanting to give your love. You're wanting to be successful in love. But you are either trying to you're overly controlling. You're trying to control connections. You're trying to, or you're being way defensive or guarded. Or when you start feeling emotions, you get stalled. You don't know what else to do. Deer in the headlights. and then you get quiet or you pull your energy back, it's like there's got to be a balance here. You got to be able to pinch it. You got to go with the flow. You are not in the flow when you are the Emperor reversed. It's working for you in a negative way. So you either go quiet and stonewall people, or you get defensive and guarded, and it's like guard, defend, protect, or retreat. Either way, it's not working for you in love. Even though you're saying, I really want benefit. I want there to be benefit. I am ready. You're not quite ready. Okay? And this is something that happens for you in love. So this is what happens. So you need to do some deeper healing so that you need the time to reflect and do some deeper healing before you're ready to really truly move forward successfully in love. Okay, Virgo energy on this. Let's see what this is. And it's taken you a long time. A lot of you may feel like, oh my God, Feather, why are you telling me this? I want new love. I'm ready for new love. No. No, you are saying you're ready, but energetically and emotionally, you're not there yet. Okay? If it resonates for you, cool. If you want to be mad about it, be mad about it. Okay? But you're impatient and you need patience, or you've got some fears that are causing you to behave in a negative way and not withhold your boundaries. Some of you could have been dealing with a really toxic situation or unhealthy relationship. Some of you may still be dealing with that and you're wanting out. Some of you, you're coming out of that, and it takes time to heal. It takes time to heal. If you were dealing with a devil, if you were dealing with somebody that was really toxic, or your dynamic was toxic between the both of you, yes, you both can be devils. It can turn toxic. Yes, it can. If you're not truly doing the healing that is necessary, and the universe is telling me 3 times you need more healing, don't get pissed off and angry about that when the universe says you need more patience. Try and accept it, because the more you sit back and reflect, and the more you do healing, you take time to look at what you've accepted, what you've allowed, and what you've done in relationships. Then you're able to call in something beautiful. Okay? But it's going to take a little more time. Hold on. I'm coming. Don't worry. Your person is coming. But you want to be ready for that person, right? You want to be ready for that person. You want to be healed, and you want to know that you're capable of making the right decisions, instead of being so defensive and so guarded and so blocked off, or you reserve and you hide and you hermit and you're like, you don't know how to communicate your emotions. You want to be balanced, and you want to be at that place where you're like, you know what? I can give and receive love easily. I know what I've gone through. I know what I've learned. I know what I've experienced. That you are moving forward, but you're moving forward to opening your heart very slowly. Okay? You've gone through a lot. Some of you went through I'm going to be honest with you. From what I'm seeing, some of you went through some abusive relationships, some pretty traumatic relationships. I'm not even going to lie to you. From what I'm seeing, some of you did. Not all of you, some of you. Okay? And I'm talking about heavy hitting, big time, negative relationships. Okay? And it is not something you can just jump right out of and into a new relationship. All right? It's some of you may have deep fears. Some of you may have your own toxic patterns, or drugs, alcohol, sex addiction. You may have your own addictions or fears or limiting beliefs that are keeping you from attracting a healthier relationship. Some of you are the ones that need to address your own patterns before you can move forward. And this is a decision that needs to be made, because it keeps calling in stuff to you that's not what you want. Okay? So when you take the time to actually forgive yourself, forgive the past. I ain't saying you got to forget it, but forgive yourself more than anything for allowing it and for continuing to attract it to you, or for continuing to stay in it, whatever it is. But you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to do that, okay, in order to be to the hermit point where you're like, you know what? I've done my healing. I'm looking at opening up my heart space fully, completely, authentically, and sincerely. Okay? Because that's what you're wanting. And I see that over the next 2 months, you really are focusing on it. You are focusing on it. And that is beautiful. Just saying, you know what, universe, help me get through this easily. If I got to go through the healing, and I got to go through this patience and shit, and I got to do this and I got to do the other, help me get through it easily. Because it ain't always easy when we're alone. And if you've been in any kind of codependent relationships and stuff, if you're codependent and you need another person to be happy or to make you happy, you really need to do this. You really need to take your time to yourself and really reflect on what it is you're doing to yourself, what you're calling to yourself, and what you're allowing. Okay, some of you keep attracting people with toxic, do not fail to see red flags, including your own. Because there's something going on inside of you that calls in these kinds of people. And we're not perfect. We do shit too. And the book tells you, oh, please be your own hero. What you do that gets in the way. We do stuff too. We're our villain. We are our own worst enemies, I promise you. And if you're fearing that you'll never be loved, or you'll never find love, or that you're going to attract something like the past, well, guess what? What you focus on the most, you're going to attract to you. You got to let that go, and you got to be able to trust that the universe has got something better for you. What is this decision you're making in regards to love? Okay. You're learning these lessons. Namaste. I love you. I love you. You're listening. You're listening. You're doing it. And it ain't going to be easy, but you are determined like a mofo. Boy, let me tell you, Pisces energy, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. You're telling me, you know what? I'm going to go all the way down. I'm going to go as deep down as I can go. I'm going to dive deep into my emotions. And I'm going to see what I got going on. And it's not going to be easy. It is you making the decision over the next 2 months, maybe even now, but definitely over the next 2 months, that you are going to look at how you perceive love, how you feel love, how you feel about love, the decisions you've made in love, the choices you've got in love, and why you're so defensive and argumentative, why you're so opinionated, why you feel like you have to have the last word. Some of you, this is fact. Absolute fact. Like me or not, this is what's coming out. Some of you, it's your own toxicity. And some of you, these are the kind of energies that you attract to you. So flip it for how it resonates. It's a general reading. You are holding yourself accountable. And I love it. You are looking at this and saying, you know what? I am determined to get to the bottom of this shit, because you truly do want love, and you want reciprocated love. You're doing this work, and it is a major decision. But guess what? You're closing out a chapter of the past. That confusion, okay? That pain, that 10 of swords, the confusion, the 7 of swords. Some of you could have been in regards to marriage. Some of you, it could have been in regards to commitment. Okay? Whatever it was, you are closing out a cycle of confusion and pain. Thoughts, doubts, fears, worries, concerns, and insecurities, arguments, deception, betrayals, whatever this has been. Namaste, my friends. It is not easy to go down a healing path. But when you are committed, Taurus, you're saying, I'm committed, Hierophant, to my North Star. I'm committed to my spiritual path, my spiritual journey, my ascension. I am paying attention and I am committed to doing what needs to be done, if it's in regards to a person or it's in regards to you. Okay? Universe said, if you want new love, babies, but you ain't ready yet. The ones that need this message is not ready yet. And you are doing the work. You're doing the work. You're closing out the cycle of betrayal and pain and confusion. And you're wrapping up that cycle of devils and pain and betrayal. I want to cry. I really do. I'm all getting all choked up. If I go to the big BRB screen, the Be Right Back screen, you know that Feather had to run, because Feather does not like to, I do not like crying on camera. But you're choking me up here. You're getting me all emotional. And Taurus, that's not something that you like. You don't like feeling your emotions too much. And y'all can be stubborn. And we all can be. But when it comes to this, you are determined to feel it fully, to look at it, address it, and you're fighting for yourself here. You're fighting for yourself here. You're defending yourself here, and you're saying, you know what? I'm done with the fives. I'm done with the chaos and the challenges. I'm done with the stagnancy. I'm done with the betrayals. I'm done with the fears, the codependency, dealing with people who are codependent, whatever it is, the confusion, the chaos, then the overwhelmment of it all. And you are learning these lessons and closing out chapters of the past. So over the next 2 months, it looks like you're doing a beautiful job of healing and finishing up, closing cycles of the past and doing what you said you're going to do. You're learning how to listen to your intuition. And you're wanting a reciprocated, you started this out saying, I'm looking at things. I'm learning how to listen to my intuition. I want a reciprocal, equal give and take, or reciprocal relationship where there's time, attention, money, love, devotion, all shared equally, shared between another person and myself, because you have dealt with stuff that just did not work out for you, and a lot of heavy hitting stuff too. A lot of powerful, negative, toxic connections for you. So when we start getting into the point where we're ascending and we're learning to listen to our intuition, and we're learning to go where it guides us, and you're doing your deeper healing, you feel stagnant, you feel alone, you feel left out, you feel like there's no options and no choices, and that gives you like a lot of confusion, and you're just like, why me? Why am I the one sitting here by myself? Why am I all alone? Why am I all alone? Listen, I've been there, done that. I can write the book about that shit. I promise you. I probably will. Oh, wait, I did. The Art of Aloneness. Check it out. The link is in the description. It's on Amazon. You can start reading it today. I did write the book on it. And it's learning how to be in these quiet moments and what they're about. That's why I wrote the book. And how to get through it easily. Yeah. Check it out. Description box. It's less than $8. Get it. It is me in your pocket or in your cell phone or tablet or whatever. And I tell you how to get through it easily. Okay. It's an easy read. It's a short read. It's not like this big boy right here. Oh, please be your own hero. That's the step up. But for those of you in this, it feels like you're out here all alone, even though you're not. And it feels like you got no options and you're confused. Like, why, Spirit? Why, universe? Why are you doing this to me? Because you're on a healing journey. You truly are. And you're doing the work. It may not feel, you may feel like pulling your hair out. You may feel like going, listen, some of y'all may need to hang a boxing bag. Some of y'all need to hang a speed bag and just start hammering at it. Okay. Some of y'all need a heavy bag. Have somebody hang a heavy bag up for you, or go to the ring. Okay. Go to the gym and start hitting on that bag, because you got some aggression and some stress that you need to release. Okay. I see it. I feel it. I know what this energy is all about. And you're almost there. Keep going. Don't give up on yourself. And I feel like it's the final push. It's the final push to the final closing of the chapter. And you have that new beginning, that new chapter. Okay. So just keep going. The universe is pushing you. When the universe doesn't give you options, and the universe has got you in silence or in timeout mode, let me tell you, it ain't fun and it ain't easy, but it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. Hey, everybody in the shadows, what's up? Like, share, subscribe. Come over here and say hi. Voodoo's here. Hey, business, what's up? Business says it feels like I'm trapped in they don't get it, and it's impossible to connect after concluding that. Well, it's you that's got to get it. It ain't about anybody else. It's about you. I love you, and I appreciate your comments. Okay, so over the next 3 months, I love this. Closing out chapters, learning lessons, forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness of the past. Closing out chapters of betrayal. Of pain, and I love it so much. Just whatever it means for you. Congratulations. When I see that world card, that means you leveling up in the game of life and love, baby. You're doing something here that's important for you. I love it. Some of y'all may be ending a relationship. You may be finalizing a divorce. For those of you that are wanting new love, again, when you were, I told Aries this earlier, we're looking at new love, and my Tauruses are like, why, Feather? No more. Please don't tell me patience and don't tell me more healing. But you're doing some heavy work here. And this is badass energy work. You may not even realize this is going on. But you damn sure can feel that heaviness, that energy, that like, but why? Why me? Why? It sucks. It does. But I promise you, things are going to shift very quickly. Okay, there it is. There's the offer. Okay, incoming. So some of you, it could take 3 or more months. Okay, from this point that you're watching this, it could take 3 to 4 months before you finally get an offer that's solid. Okay. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles. So some of you are still working on self-worth issues. Yeah. Okay. Some of you may be attracting a new person in the next, you're really doing some heavy energy work. You may have different options, but you're really doing a lot of work. So pay attention to red flags if you are dating multiple people, if you're out here in the dating world. Just pay attention to red flags, and also continue to do your healing and focusing on what you're doing, what you're allowing, and what kind of people you're attracting to you, because that's all shit that you've got going on inside of you. That's attracting that shit to you. But I do see that you are doing this healing and this learning, and you're taking your time to do it. It's almost like, I am determined to do this. the bull's in the ring. The bull's ready to fight. The bull's going to war for themselves. And I love that. Okay? You're like, you are determined to win this, to win your strength and your love energy, and to get it reciprocated. You're already starting out saying, I want it to be equal. It's got to be equal give and take. Okay? And then over here in the 3rd month, you're saying, I want reciprocated love. So now you're flowing into an energy of emotion, and you're saying, I'm ready for equal give and take emotionally. I'm ready for reciprocated love. I want to feel the love that I give to another person returned to me. You're saying, I want this. So it is a possibility that some of you, in the next, in about 3 months, so over 2 to 3 months, going out to 4 months, you're still reviewing some of your past. Some of you are living in the past. You're reflecting on memories of the past. But what I love here the most is that you're getting into, even though you're in your emotions and your memories about it, some of you may have a person returning as well. But we're going to talk about new here in just a minute. So don't freak out, don't panic. I mean, some of you may have gotten divorced, or you may have gotten separated. You may have children. You may be co-parenting and stuff like that. So you got to see that person. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But we'll look into this in just a sec. But what I am liking, compared to what I've seen, is you're actually, instead of all the heavy energy of 4 of Cups, rejection, 7 of Cups, confusion, the Hanged Man, which is stuck and in your emotions and not sure where to go, and the Devil energy out here, and then the aggression and the defensiveness and the guardedness and all that stuff, you're moving over to a more light energy, a lighter energy where you're just like, you can look back at the past and you're reminiscing more on, or thinking more about and feeling the good shit rather than the negative shit. Congratulations. You're starting to break free from that heavy energy that you've been in and shifting to a higher vibrational energy. Whether it feels like it or not, when you can move into an energy where you're reflecting on the nostalgia of the past, don't live there too long. No. But you're able to look at it from a different perspective rather than from this heavy energy, this toxic energy. That's the good stuff. Okay? So, yes, some of you may have you may meet somebody, and this somebody may be a person that's married or going through a divorce. They may be married. They may have left the relationship, but it looks like there's a possibility some of you are connecting with a person. It's a new person for some of you, that this person is either married or they're in another connection and they're stepping out on that connection. They are non-committal. If it's a new person and they're not in another relationship or they're not in another connection, they are not interested in a commitment. They do not want to nurture a relationship. They may even be having financial difficulties, but they're not the Knight of Cups, which is what you're wanting. You're wanting reciprocated love with the 6 of Cups. You're saying, I want equal give and take in all areas. Okay? Especially now, I want to feel someone's love exchange. Okay? So it looks like this person has other people involved. Okay? But when you're coming from this kind of energy and you're moving into a new era, a new relationship era where you're no longer dealing with the same stuff from the past, you're still going to attract stuff that's not quite on the level in which you're wanting to attract. But just remember, you have the option to be with this person or be with these people. You have a choice. You don't have to accept whatever steps in front of your path. When you're hiking, at least in the swamp, you got to always look ahead. You got to be very aware. of what's around you. You got to be paying attention to the sounds, because out here in the swamp and in most places you hike, there's all kinds of things that can get you. Okay. But out here in the swamp, there's snakes, lots of them, and I don't like them. So I'm paying attention constantly. Not that you have to be overly cautious. You just have to be paying attention. Okay. That's what the hermit does. One step at a time, one day at a time. The hermit does move forward, but moves forward slowly. So you are moving forward. You're healing and you're moving forward in the right direction. Okay. But when this person, I mean, some of you, this could be a return of a person that you were in a relationship with previously, but I really feel like this is a new person. For some of you, if this is a return, this person is not returning with any kind of apologies or anything. It's non-committal. It's going to be the same thing. But again, you're moving out of an old cycle and an old way of relationshiping into a new way of relationshiping. So just be cautious. Okay. Snakes will still cross your path, but you have an option of stopping, slowing down, and observing, and letting that snake move on. You ain't got to do nothing. You know? And just keep on walking when you know that thing has moved on out of the way. Okay? Thanks, universe. I appreciate the notification. Thanks, universe. I appreciate the heads up. Moving on. Okay, so some of you may have a person that has other people involved, a lot of outside interference, non-committal energy. I don't feel like this is going to stress you out. I feel like you're going to have your own opinions and you're going to stand your ground in regards to this person. And that the fuck is what you've been needing to do the whole damn time. Some of you, you have been codependent or dependent on other people to make you happy. You're not doing that shit now. You're like, I don't think you're going to get my love. And you're not going to stress me out either. What's this 6 of Cups here? 6 of Cups can be a return. Okay. It is definitely a soul bond. Some of you, it could just be the memories of the past moving forward energetically. You're lightening up. Your energy is lightening up. You're enlightening up, babies. Okay. Yeah, you're balancing things out. Okay. Some of you, you are finalizing a divorce or something in regards to that. Okay. Especially for those of you that have children with this person or something like that, it's a possibility that you're finalizing a divorce, you're finalizing paperwork and stuff like that, and kind of clearing up the streets or clearing up the whatever it was that you were going through. But I think this is more in regards to those of you that have children. Okay. And for some of you, again, this could be a person from the past, and that person from the past, it's not going to affect you because you're finalizing a divorce or you were separated or divorced from this person. Okay. So it's like, you know, you can return to communicate, but maybe it's for forgiveness. And for balancing out karma. But I don't feel like you're going to accept that offer. Your cup is in reverse. Your Knight of Cups says, your Knight of Cups shows up twice. So that's either your cup or theirs, which says, I'm not opening my heart to this. And you're actually able to look at this. If this is a person you were married to or in a long-term connection with, it's about the forgiveness or the balancing things out. And it's not going to affect you the way that it did before. It's not going to affect you at all, because you were able to see clearly. You're able to ask the right questions. You're able to protect yourself properly. You'll see right through somebody. You'll know whether or not somebody is for you or against you. You'll know whether or not somebody is authentic or somebody is sincere. Okay, so I don't see that this is a love offer. I feel like this is more of a tying up loose ends of the past, and maybe just a coming back around for forgiveness or even closure. Okay, that because the World card is here, so that could be closure of a past cycle, closure of, the forgiveness, the divorces, the filings of the papers and the separating of the assets and stuff like that. Okay, so We have a new offer over here, but apparently my Tauruses needed this message. Okay, some of y'all could, well, all signs are out here, but we have Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio strong. Okay. Okay. Some of you, yes, this is your path. Like you're on a spiritual path here. Some of you, this person from the past or these connections from the past were spiritual teachers to help you ascend. Okay. Some of you may be therapists, or you may be going through therapy or counseling, which might help you with the forgiveness and the stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. So, most of you, some of you, it's a past person. Okay. That's returning for forgiveness or for final dissolution of marriage. Okay. Somebody you were married to or in a commitment with, you may have had children with, and you're passing up this opportunity. I feel like this is a final dissolution of marriage, going to the courthouse, signing the papers, and kind of just forgiveness and wrapping up, all of the formalities of it. Okay. And letting it be a loss. Okay. I don't see it as being a love offer. I see it being, even if it's just in your mind, you're healing it. Okay. Because I don't see it being a love offer. I see it being forgiveness and closure. Okay. And, accepting the loss or finally releasing in regards to a marriage or something you felt was committed and long-term history, like you've known this person for a long time, you may have children and all of that stuff with them. It's finally releasing it and releasing the energy of rejection, which was big over here. It caused you a lot of confusion and you needed to heal it. I see this coming to terms. So a lot of you, this may just be memories that are coming back to you and thinking about, being able to think about the good times more so than the toxicity and the heaviness of it, and coming to terms with it and doing your healing. And that allows you to move forward into something new. Damn, Taurus, y'all gonna work me today. Damn, you might as well put a yoke on me. I feel like I'm plowing through the heavy energy. I feel like I'm a plow horse today for Taurus. Damn, Taurus. Y'all gonna yoke me with y'all's heavy energies and say, Feather, figure this shit out for me. You want love, I get it. But you got some steps to take before you're ready. Okay? Y'all gonna work me down. Let's look at this new person. Damn. I'm already at an hour. Let's look at this new person real quick. Tell me about this new person. It's going to take your time with this new person. We got Capricorn, Taurus energy. Tell us about this new person for Taurus. So over the next 3 to 4 months, depending upon how long it takes you to heal, how long it takes you to forgive and all of that stuff, and to process all of this stuff from your past, here we go. And remember, if y'all haven't let go of the past is going to keep going into the future with you. If you keep pulling the past energies with you and you haven't let go and forgive anybody from the past, this is forgiveness and shit. You need to align and balance with what's right for you. And if you haven't given that forgiveness and let go of the past, you're going to continue to call in relationships that are toxic. Why? Because you're toxic. You got shit going on. What's up, Mary? Hey, Tina, how you doing? Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles for my Taurus. Moving forward slowly. Okay, taking your time. You're finally... Okay. Here it is, right here. You're finally letting down the burdens of this toxicity. Okay. And... what this, the way I read this is like this. First, middle, last. So it would be read like this. Okay. You are putting down the burdens of the devil. Okay. Of these fears, of these burdens, of these heavy energies. Some of you it's toxic connections. Some of you it's your own stuff going on. We have already discussed it. The devil is out here 3 times, okay? And it's actually putting it down, okay? And you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to talk to anybody, okay? But you have dealt with a lot of insecurities. Some of you have dealt with liars, people who served you up injustices. Some of you did that to other people. So I feel like you are in recovery zone, okay, and you're taking your time moving forward. So it may take you a little longer for those of you that are dealing with releasing this devil energy. It's not always easy to release the devil energy, but you are in recovery from it, okay? I see it, endings and all of that stuff. So you're taking your time in any relationship moving forward. You're going slow, you're paying attention, you're being meticulous, you're paying attention, okay? How would they know who this person is? Is there a person? Some of you, this could take up to a year. Yeah, some of you could take up to a year for this person, this new person to come in. Some of you could be Sagittarius or a Sagittarius or Sagittarius season by the time you're ready for truly ready for a new relationship. But the new relationship that is coming in is a 10 of Cups. So what you're telling me is you're not quite yet ready for... Thank you, universe. You're not quite yet ready in the next 3 months. You're still dealing with releasing some rejection and some, you're still doing your healing. You're still doing your release work. But it looks like some of you, most of you over the next year, you're going to take your time in relationships and you're really going to be paying attention to who's coming in. Who's coming in, what kind of people you're attracting, because you're ready for a change and you are determined to get this change and you are ready for a 10 of Cups. You're telling me here, I want marriage, I want long-term commitment, and I want 10 Cups, somebody I could be happy with long-term. Okay? Oh man, you're determined to get it one way or the other. Oh shit, and there's the 2 Cups, bitches. Listen. Some of y'all have a couple different options coming your way. Right now, you're not quite yet ready. So you're holding back and you're really, really focusing on yourself. And I really love that. I loved it. I got to do this reading for you. And it's going to be, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is what healing is for. This is why we get so determined to do our damn healing. And I'm so excited because you are saying, I am slow and steady and I'm walking this course. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to be paying attention to every detail in a positive way. I want something loyal, something responsible, and something meaningful. And you are saying, I am ready for a change. Damn the devil. Let's hide that shit. Let's be done with that shit. You are recovering from the devil. You are done. Whether that's your own bullshit or somebody else's, you're done. Okay? So the new energy, you're saying, I am releasing myself to start being willing to be in a relationship now. And it's a hell of a lot different from when you started out here in the 2 months with the Emperor reverse in a negative state, saying, I don't have healthy boundaries. I don't keep my boundaries up. I don't stand my ground, or I'm doing it in a negative way, behaving badly, or I don't have the confidence that things will work out. So I crawl in and I hide. This is you saying, I got my head held high. I don't care how long it takes. I got my pentacle. I know what I'm worth, and I am ready to present it to a person that's worthy of me. That's badass energy. That's badass energy because you're ready for a change. You're wanting and desiring, and you're ready for change, and you are asking the universe for a 10 of Cups. And you are calling in a soulmate, somebody on that emotional level that you want to feel that love, which is what you're saying over the next 3 months. I'm ready now. I want to feel the love being returned to me in the same way that I give it. And here's the offer. It may be a small offer, but it's damn sure something beautiful compared to the bullshit that you dealt with in the past. And I cannot be any happier. I could not be any happier for my Tauruses. It takes a lot to overcome codependency. It takes a lot to overcome fears, deep fears, limiting beliefs, and addictions, drugs, sex, alcohol, obsessions. It's a lot. And there was so much devil energy on this and so much healing throughout the whole thing. And you being determined to get it one way or the other. You're determined to do it for yourself. That takes courage, determination, and personal power. And I could not be more happy for you. You're going to make me cry again. But I'm all up in my feels right now. I'm feeling the expansion because this, when you call in a Two of Cups, a soulmate, somebody on your level, and that offer is presented to you, you know, the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Page of Cups that says, I'm ready to express love. I'm ready for love. I'm ready to share it. You are, because you're feeling it. It means you're in your feelings in a positive sense, not a negative sense. Damn. I know, go Taurus, right? Okay. So, some of you, you may have a couple different options that are presented to you. Again, I saw that for some of you that they may be non-committal. So you may have some offers for some friends with benefits. You may have some offers that are definitely non-committal. While you're doing your healing, I don't think you're going to go for that. You're going to continue for your recovery. You're definitely looking for a change. You're not wanting to deal with the same shit that you dealt with in the past. Some of you may have past people returning for those friends with benefit situations and all of that stuff. But I wanted to know more about this because it's not giving me a specific, maybe it's too far out. For some of you, it could take up to a year or more for you to actually call this in, depending upon where you're at in your healing journey. Some of you, it's going to happen more sooner than others. But here's that devil. Here's the Emperor reversed. Here's the Seven of Swords. And here's the Four of Swords reverse. You're finally gaining the clarity on this. You are avoiding this. You are avoiding the devil energy, the Emperor reverse energy, whether it's your own or someone else's. You're avoiding this kind of energy, and you are finally seeing it for what it is, for who it is. You're looking at it, you're observing, and you're paying attention, and you're doing your final healing and release work. You're not afraid to look at it anymore. That, my friends, is healing and seeing things clearly. Finally doing your healing in your heartbreak, in your heart space, and taking out Excalibur and saying, you know what? It's time. And I'll know how to make the wise decisions moving forward in regards to love and relationships. Congratulations. Some of you, it might take a month. Some of you might take 2 months. Some of you 10 months or more, up to a year. Sagittarius season, Capricorn season. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn or a Sagittarius, or Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But it's a little too far out for most of you. Continue to heal. You're on a healing journey, like it or not. Some of you may be going through therapy. I love it for you. Keep going. Keep going and growing, babies. It's beautiful on the other side of it. I promise you. Until next time, them's the words, them's the messages. Like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. Leave awesome comments. Thank you all for being a part of this show today. I'm out. This is heavy energy. I'm taking off the yoke. I'm no longer plowing through Taurus's energy. Gemini's will be next. Whew. Till next time, namaste, y'all.